All right, so welcome to tonight's market review session with us at the Gbpcad Academy. Quickly, we're going to just go into what we have for the evening or for the night, or what exactly we're expecting to happen during this coming week. So this is the chart of DXY, the US dollar currency index. Just give me a minute, please. All right, so for DXY, I think we can be watching out for DXY to give us some level of strength, of also see some level of strength off of DXY in the course of the coming week. All right, so let me just give us a brief rundown of what I'm seeing on the currency indices. All right, so quickly for DXY, I think we might get to see some level of strength, like I said earlier. All right, and I have 2 points exactly that I'm watching out for that possibility to end. All right, so one is for us to get a drop, a push towards this side. All right, and then it's a simple, retracement, and then we get to see price push up further. All right, now the reason why I have this second region marked out, or the reason why I have these two regions marked out, are basically because they are high probability regions or high probability private regions. All right, so what I'm watching out for example, is for us to actually, idealistically at least, for us to still get to see price push up into this region. All right, at least into the shoulder of this region around here. It should be around 50% line point. All right, in that zone. So I want to watch out for that possibility, all right, on DXY during the course of this week. So my bias for at least Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all right, I think this coming Friday should be our NFP Friday, so we should get to see some crazy moves, all right, but I think we can watch out for a buy to sell movement of DXY, all right, during the course of this week. So buy up into this region, then a sell down towards that other and towards the downside, all right. So that's what I'm watching out for on DXY. For BXY, the reverse is the case. All right, so I have two scenarios I have marked out here, and I'll explain my reasoning towards that end. All right, number one is either we get to see that buy happening from this previous support here. All right, this will be around 133.51, or we get to still see price drop a bit further into this demand zone around here, and then we get to see a buy. All right. Excuse me. So that's what I'm watching out for on BXY during the course of this week. Again, this is a pivot region, and I'm watching out for that possibility of us getting that buy. Now, you can see that overall we've been having some level of strength, all right, buys on BXY. So I'm simply watching out for the continuation. What we're seeing right now is simply a retracement, and I'm watching out for where price is going to decide to continue from. All right, so what that means basically is that for this week, I'm going to be bullish on BXY. So I'm expecting the pounds to have some level of strength. All right, so let's quickly go on. For AXY, the Australian dollar currency index, I think we can watch out for something a bit similar. All right, to what we said for DXY. Was it DXY? No. All right, so anyhow, so what I'm expecting on AXY this week, all right, is a simple sell. All right, so I'm watching out for the AXY to actually lose strength in the course of this week, the Australian dollar rather, to lose strength during the course of this week. So I want to see price drop as far below towards this region as here. All right, this is around 66.98 and 66.60. All right, so I want to see price drop as far down as there, and then get to see our buy. All right, so again, we can see that we've been bullish for quite some time. And what we are just currently seeing in the market is that we have impulse and retracement. So we've had our impulse, and I'm just watching out for that point for the retracement, and then we get to continue for more of the impulse. So I hope that is clear for AXY. For CXY, however, we have something similar also. I'm watching out for that sell. We're going to see something that looks towards the end of a double top formation, all right, which is these two relatively equal highs around here. So I'm watching out for this double top formation to then lead us into this massive sell, all right, on CXY, the Canadian dollar currency index. Now I have 2 points I want you to watch out for on this chart, all right, which is one here and one here. All right, this is around this is around 73.83. All right, now the reason why I want to watch out for this point is this is a pivot region of some sort. All right, so first of all, we've seen this acting as this point rather, seen acting as a resistance around here, then acted as a support right around here. All right, so I want to see what exactly price will do when it gets it coming towards this region. That is one, and then this point, which was a previous support. All right, so which would be around the neckline region or whatever some people might want to call it. All right, of the double top. All right, so that'll be around 73.42. So I just want to see what exactly price does at those 2 points, and then I'll be able to be sure, or at least be more sure of that sell movement on CXY. Though overall, I am seeing that we are going to be bearish, all right, on CXY during the course of this coming week. Last but not the least, for the currency indices, the Gbpusd, and I think we can watch out for Gbpusd to still be overall looking bullish anyway. All right, but to still continue in that wise. All right, so basically what I want to see is a simple pullback for for price to come together to clear up this imbalance candle here. All right, as you can see here, to clear up this imbalance candle, and then we get to see price continue its rally towards the upside on GPY basket. So I hope that is clear for GPY basket. So now we can quickly just touch up on some 20 pairs together. All right, so first up, we'll be looking at almost, I believe it's almost everybody's favorite, not everybody's favorite anymore, but almost everybody's favorite, gold. I think during the course of the last few weeks, a lot of people have been saying stuff like, don't worry, just let us enter buys. We don't need to set stop loss on gold anymore. Just enter your buy and be looking for TP. Don't set stop loss. It is well. All right, so according to saying that gold has been in a very, very quote unquote unprecedented strong movement towards the upside, bullish one. All right, so some people will be feeling like, oh, let's just enter buy. Well, if you enter buy and market chop your eye, congrats to you. All right, so that's just a lighter note anyway. This is what I'm expecting on gold, all right, in the course of this coming week or this week that we're about to start, all right, in the next few hours. All right, simple. I want to see price come up a little bit towards this region here. All right, this is current, my current supply zone is around 2667.71 and 2663.91. All right, so I want to see price move up towards that region, and then we get to see a sell from that point, right? So I'm watching out for a buy to sell sort of scenario, or a buy to sell to buy in a sort of scenario. So when market opens, I'm expecting that price should be pushed towards this point. Then we get to see a sell. All right, so this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say something. I want you to pay close attention and take notes. All right, so when I get to that price comes here, right, and I get to that sell happen, before I'm going to take a buy from here, I'm going to be very, very cautious. All right, this current region I'm showing you for a buy, which is the demand zone, is around 2652.12 and 2649.55. Now I want to be very cautious. Why? Because even though I've seen that this is a pivot region here, all right, I want to be very, very careful about picking my zones or my entries for buys on gold. My entries for buys on gold. Currently, what I'm seeing is showing me that there's a possibility for us to just continue for that buy, or even from here, but I don't see price to still give us that opportunity for a pullback before moving. But I want us to be very, very careful with the way we pick our entries for buys, even on gold. That's why I have this marked out here. So a simple buy to sell to buy. All right. So my initial sell region is around 267.71 and 262.91. My next buy region will be around 2652.12 and 2649.55. So how that is clear for gold. Quickly, let's look at Usdcad. I think for Usdcad, yes, I'm watching out for Usdcad to simply be bearish, or in the course of this coming week. One thing that we can see is that we have this trend line liquidity, and there's every possibility for price to want to come towards this region, clear out this trend line liquidity, all right, and then continue to way towards the downside, all right. So that being said, I want to be very, very cautious, as I was saying earlier. I've seen that currently prices in this region and the reactions that we're having in that region are not exactly the best that I would have. Right, they are not the most comfortable for me, meaning that I'm watching out for this zone, for the possibility of this zone getting invalidated. But all the same, I think when market opens, we might get to see price, just push or continue to push towards the downside off of UCAD. So I'm watching out for that sell overall in the course of this week on USDcad. This is clear. All right, quickly let's look at GBPUSD. I think for GBPUSD, we can watch out for a buy also on GBPUSD. So what I'm watching out for right now is for price to clear this low, all right, sweep liquidity from this low. That'll be around 1.33607 to drop towards this demand zone between 1.33432 and 1.33284. All right, then we get to see our buy on that. Again, we're going to see something that looks similar to a double top, but isn't really a double top. All right. This is what I mean by that. All right, it's actually really isn't a double top. All right, but oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I won't really call this a double top really. But anyhow, it is all right. So I'm just watching out for price to sweep this liquidity from this low here. All right, then we get to see price push towards continuous push towards the upside, as we have been seeing from the higher time frame trend on GBP/USD. So I hope that is clear for GBP/USD. Next up, let's look at GBP/JPY. I think for GBP/JPY also for this week, we might see something similar. Now, I have two scenarios I'm watching out for on GBP/JPY, and I'm going to try to explain what exactly are the criteria I'm looking out for. All right, so this being said, I think we gave this trade on Thursday during our market review session, or our weekly live session. All right, for this GBP/JPY, a 1:6 trade, and it played out quite well. All right, so please do your best to join us on our Thursday sessions. All right, we give out basically free trade ideas, and they are usually mostly profitable, right? So please do not miss out on any of these sessions. Now, quickly, let me show you what I have here on GBPJPY. This is a current interesting region because it's a pivot region. I'm going to see that we act as a resistance here, all right, support here, and now price has come back into that region. Now, I want to be very careful. Even though I feel like we might get to see some level of rejection and price will push up, like I said, I want to be very cautious here. Now, there's a possibility of also try to get to see price break below this point here. Let me go up to the 2-hour time frame, sorry. There's a possibility for us to get to see price break below this point, come back and retest, then we get to see a sell into this zone. So right now, I'm watching out for a preferable region for a buy on GBPJPY. I have 2 points. Either we get to see it from where price currently is, right, and then or we get to see that buy that happened from around here. These are 187.339 and 186.013. So I'm watching out for that, and I'm currently seeing this this interesting point here also. I'm currently seeing this interesting point here also that we might get to see a reaction from. So I think let me just fine tune what I have here a little bit. Yeah. So this is what I'm currently seeing off of GBPJPY. So it's sell into this either one of these zones, all right, and then we'll get our buys from there. All right. Well, let me give us the coordinates again. So this initial coordinate on 189.322 and 188.687, and my second demand zone is around 187.339 and 186.013. Now, minus the fact that we've talked about entries, one thing I tried talking about is also our entry criteria. So for me, before taking any of these trades, I love to look towards the lower time frames and juxtapose, all right, and find out what exactly will be the best reasons, or what exactly are the reasons that I'm entering this trade. So by all means, I would advise you to do the same also based on your strategy. All right, work out your entry points, work out your entry criteria. Make sure that you have at least 2 or 3 entry criteria that you look for before taking a trade. Am I waiting for an engulfing candle pattern? Am I seeing a rejection pattern? Am I seeing this pattern? Am I seeing this? Am I seeing what exactly are the candles telling you before taking any of those trades, right? So all that is clear, all right, for GBPJPY. For Gbpcad, something similar, also a simple sell to buy movement on Gbpcad. All right, so I'm watching out for price to still sell, all right, towards this region. We get to see that price would shoot through this low, all right, around 1.80261, and then price jump down into this point, this demand zone between 1.80144 and 1.80016 on Gbpcad before we get to see that buy movement happen. All right, so I hope that is clear for Gbpcad. Quickly, I'm going to take USDCHF again. Now, I want you to listen quite well because I'm going to do my best to explain what exactly I'm seeing on USDCHF, and I'm going to also do my best to show us a little bit of correlation between this and USDJPY. All right, so this is it for USDCHF right now. What I'm saying is that we're in a range, right? Meaning that we are seeing the price is giving us inconsistent higher highs or higher lows, or inconsistent highs and lows, more specifically, right? And what I want to watch out for is simply a break out of that range, a simple break out of that range. Now, even though I'm waiting for a breakout of that range, I want to be very cautious and I want to be very careful with that. There's something called the AMD pattern, which I've gotten to see a lot, in the past couple of weeks in the market, and it's something that it has been for a while anyway. All right, so this is what actually happens. You get to that price will start ranging. All right, during those ranging moments, what actually price is doing is that it's accumulating orders. All right, both buy and sell orders, and stops and losses and all of those whatever orders. All right, it's just accumulating all of them by stops and limits rather. So what I'm watching out for here is the possibility for us to get to see price drop a little bit more, and then we get to see a buy happen on USDCHF. All right, so I want to be very, very extremely cautious because of this range that we're having to see right now. I want to see where exactly price is going to break out from. Currently, I'm seeing that it looks like price is breaking towards the downside. It's showing that possibility to break towards the downside. But even after that, I want to wait for a perfect rejection. All right. So if I get to that, for example, let me explain that better. If I get to that price breaks out of this range, all right, then comes back towards this region around here or towards one of these lows and then retests it, then definitely I'll say, oh, we're going to see price continue towards the downside. All right. However, from what I'm currently seeing, it's very likely that we might get to see USDCHF continue towards the upside and just give a little bit of manipulation to get people fooled. All right, that it's time to sell and then take their stop losses out and everything, and then to continue for the buy. So that's what I'm currently watching out for on USDCHF. So you notice that I'm not necessarily giving an entry point or whatever. I'm just trying to explain from the overall standpoint what I'm seeing of USDCHF. So quickly, I'm going to correlate that what I'm seeing of USDJPY for my reason for looking out for a buy. All right, though there are different commodities, but to some extent, you might be able to get some level of correlation, some level. All right, so For USD JPY, I think we're watching out for a buy also on USD JPY. All right, I want to see price again sweep this low around 141.988, and then we get to see price coming to our preferred demand zone is around 141.259 and 140.430, and then we get to see that buy just move like that from there on USD JPY. So I hope that is clear for USD JPY and USD CHF also. All right, so quickly I'm just going to go into AU EU, and then I think I have about 3 or 4 more commodities, and then we can call it a night. All right, so quickly let's look at that. AUD, USD, and Euro USD. All right, so for AUD USD, I think we can watch out for AUD USD to give us some level of bearish movement. All right, I don't see price sweep. Let me go down to the 1 hour time frame. I don't see price sweep liquidity from this trend line around here again. Drop a little, a lot lower. All right, towards this demand zone. All right, this would be my preferred entry for a buy off of Euro USD, AUD USD rather during the course of the week. All right, this region is between 68485 and 0.68339. So I want to watch out for that sell to buy movement of AUD USD. I hope that is clear. For Euro USD, I'm also seeing something similar. All right, so I want to see price dropping a little bit towards the downside here on sorry, give me a minute. All right, I don't see price dropping a bit towards the downside on Euro USD. All right, and then giving us a buy. So my demand zone preferably is 1.11138 and 1.10983. However, I want to watch out for this now. Even though we're watching out for that sell to buy, I want to see if we can get an entry for that sell. So what I'm watching out for basically will be a retest of this trend line, and definitely when I get to that happens, then there should be a pivot region being formed around there. All right, or a previous pivot region around that point, which would act as a supply region for us to get in for that sell off of Euro USD. So again, entry, I'm watching out for a sell. All right, so my entry criteria might then be for us to get a simple break and retest of this trend line for that sell, all right, on Euro USD. So I hope that is clear for Euro USD. Quickly, let's look at GBP NZD. Yes, so for GBP NZD, I think I saw something interesting on GBP NZD that I want to share with us. Right, so currently we're in a very interesting pivot region. You can see that around here we saw that price gave us a lot of ranging. All right, so inconsistent highs and inconsistent lows basically before we got to see that break above there. And as you can see here again, when we get to see a break out of the range, price usually comes to come and retest. So that retest was what I told us, oh, it's going to really open and then get to see price push towards the upside, right? So that being said, I think we might still watch out for this region acting as a good enough or strong enough demand region. All right, to push price towards the upside. So I'm quite bullish on GBP NZD in the course of this week. However, I think I might just want to watch out for price to drop a little bit more, maybe into this point here. Sorry, into this the 50% mark, all right, of this region here, and then we get to see that buy continuation on GBP NZD. All right, so I hope that is clear for GBP NZD. Quickly, let's look at NZD USD, and then I think we just have like 2 more commodities for the night. And then, yeah, we can just have our rest. So for NZD USD, I'm watching out for a sell to buy scenario, also something similar to what we said on AUD USD, right? So my preferred region, I'm going down to the 2-hour time frame. Yeah, my preferred region for that buy, or my demand zone for that buy, is around 0.62842 and 0.62694. 0.62842, 0.62694. So I want to watch out for a sell to buy off of NZD USD, and then yeah, that's very, very simple. Again, a sweep of this low, and then price continues this drop into that region, and then we get to see our buy on NZD USD. So how that is clear for NZD USD. Second to the last for the night, we're looking at Eurocad. All right, so let's look at Eurocad and AUD card, and then we can call it an evening. Right, so this is Eurocad on the 2-hour time frame. I'm going to explain my bias here. Now, number one, we see that price is actually in a very interesting region. Excuse me. In a very interesting region around here. This current supply zone I'm watching is around 1.51034 and 1.50945. So I'm watching out for price to actually give us a sell from here. However, I want to be very, very cautious again. As usual, I'm a very, very cautious person, right? So if I do not get to see that this zone holds, which I am very, very skeptical about, reason being that I've not gotten to see. For me, I would love to see a very, very strong rejection candle. I'm not going to see that really off of Eurocad. All right, but all the same, is either we get to see that sell happen from here, or we get to see price actually still push up a little bit more into this region. These are 1.51424 and 1.51214. All right, so then we get to see our sell. So I'm watching out for a sell basically, but I have two areas of interest, and I'm watching out for the reactions that price gives me, when market opens in those regions before I enter for any of those moves. All right, so I hope that is clear for the Euro cards. Very, very simple stuff. Basically, last but not the least for the night is AUD card. And AUD card, basically, I have something simple here. I'm watching out for this buy from either of these two regions. I have two areas of interest. All right, so my initial one here, which I think looks very, very likely, is around 0.92863 and 0.92755. So I want to see that drop towards that region and then a buy. All right, however, if I get to see that region being broken, all right, then definitely what I'm watching out for, like I usually see a lot of times, is a simple break and retest. So a break up below that region, a retest of that region, then we get to see that sell. I'll possibly join in from the retest for that sell, and then we'll watch out for the buy from here. So my second region for a buy is around 0.92283 and 0.92102. All right, so all that is clear for AUD card. Thank you very much for joining us for tonight's session. Please do feel free to like. If I don't feel free, do it. Like, share this video, subscribe. Like I usually say, don't be an impulsive trader. All right, make sure that you react based off of what you're seeing, the candles telling you on the chart. And as usual, I'm very sure we're going to have a profitable week ahead. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, subscribe, and share it to your friends. Again, share this video. All right, and I'm very sure we're going to have a profitable week ahead. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful night's rest, and God bless.